So now I'll answer your questions. Entrepreneurs have done with meditation. What entrepreneurs have done with meditation is what entrepreneurs do with anything, is they use it to make money. They use it to achieve a result. Meditation is being turned into a focus of achieving whatever it is they think meditation can achieve. So when you use a meditation app, what do? You turn on the app and you get all these meditation commentaries that you can sit there and listen to in order to take you into some sort of state, which they're calling a meditative state. This is not a meditative state, this is a state of hypnosis. Through the repetition of a technique, you are being hypnotized. Or through the repetition of a technique for yourself, you are self-hypnotizing. You are conjuring a state. And that state is not real. How do you know it's not real? Because it wasn't there to start with. It wasn't there until you used the technique. And using the technique, you're wondering why you can't get any depth. Because in using these techniques of trying to achieve a goal, you're focusing on something that is right now beyond you. You can't get any depth in thinking. You can't get it, and techniques are nothing more than more and more thinking. You won't get any depth there. It's not possible. And no meditation technique will bring you back to any depth in yourself, because thinking has no depth. When I think about my feelings, I'm shallow. When I feel my feelings, I'm in my depth. I can think about sadness, and there's no depth, there's no sensation, there's no feeling in that. But when I feel the sadness as the condition, the sensation throughout my body, I'm as deep as I can go. I am whole in that. I'm complete in that. So the reason that you can't get any depth from using these meditation apps is primarily because they are taking you away from the body of you into ideas and methods to change your mental state. And your mental state is superficial. Your mental state is just thinking. You can't even have deep thoughts. You can think about deep things. Pain is a deep thing to think about, but until you feel it, you're still superficial. Only when you feel it, and you only feel it in your body, only when you feel it do you experience its depths. Only when you feel you do you experience your depths. So the other problem here is we're seeking a result. We're trying to achieve another state through these techniques. That's not your depth. Your depth is when you simply come back to the physical sensation of you exactly as you already are. And whatever results there are to be achieved through meditation come automatically. Natural meditation is you experience yourself as much as you can as you are, and by feeling the way you feel, whatever needs to occur from that will occur. But the result of meditation, like anything real and natural, must happen of its own volition. When you eat your food, you don't make an effort to digest it. This is a natural organic function. When you meditate, you don't make an effort to achieve anything. You simply bring your attention back to the way you actually are now, and giving that the attention that it needs activates the process of any resolution or any achievement that may need to come of that. But there is no way that you can make that happen through a technique. That's why you can't get any depth in your meditation through the apps. So mindfulness is a strange word. It's really just another word for saying thinking. I'm being mindful, I'm being thoughtful. So when you're mindful of something, you're thinking about it. So I'm thinking about the moment. I'm thinking about my breath. I'm thinking about different parts of my body. I'm body scanning. Yeah. I'm thinking in the sense of repeating a mantra, which is repeating a word or a sound over and over again. Again, these are thought processes. So when I'm mindful of anything, I'm thinking about, I'm mindful of my breath, I'm mindful of the environment, I'm mindful of of my walking. Why? What am I doing when I'm doing this? I'm breathing anyway. Why do I need to remind myself through thinking about it that I'm breathing? Yeah, I'm walking anyway. Why do I need to tell myself I'm walking when, as a body, I know damn well I'm walking? So when I'm mindful all the time, I'm thinking all the time unnecessarily. And in this way, I'm just adding thought to every moment of my life in which I don't need to describe to myself. So in a way, mindfulness is describing the obvious to yourself as you live it. So you are perpetually adding more thought to life than you need to. Consequently, you are training yourself to think more. Yes, you are bringing your thinking into alignment with what you are doing then and there. But this is still very superficial and shallow and completely unnecessary. Go deeper into the sense of yourself, into your body, and you'll find that you already know all this. You know you're walking along. You know you're breathing because you're the one breathing. You can feel it. You can't not feel it. So why then think about the breath? Why concentrate your thinking on the breath? Why not just breathe? Let your body breathe and feel that. If you do this, your thinking will dissipate. It'll come to its own end. The more you go deeper into the physical sensation of you, however that happens to be, the more you'll find that will become louder and more sensitized. And the less you will find you're distracted by the imagination or the imagery of thinking. So what you've demonstrated there is that you've been brainwashed. You've been brainwashed into thinking that you cannot be in the now. And so in that, by being brainwashed by all these Buddhist concepts and Hindu concepts, different religious concepts, that you can somehow not be in the now, you've made being in the now a problem. Yeah? Don't take this as a criticism of you. It's not your fault. You've been confused by other people who are also confused. Think about it. Where else is there? You're saying, I'm trying to be in the now. There is only ever the now. You are there. Whether you know you are there or not, you are still there. So what does it matter? You want to know you're in the now, which means you want your thoughts to be describing, I am in the now. Somehow your thoughts, you want them to be aligned with right here and now. The reason your thoughts are not settled, if you like, in what you are doing right now, the reason you find yourself what you think is being distracted or poor of concentration or focus in your day-to-day life is because there are more important things going on in you than just what you are doing in your life right now. We go through life and we're affected. Because we avoid those disturbances and that pain, we find ourselves overriding and ignoring those over time. And they build up as distress in our body. And then when we're trying to focus on our life, when we're trying to be involved in what's going on in our life right now, we find our focus being distracted by a scattered way of thinking, or our focus being distracted by the way we feel disturbed inside. This is because these disturbances are actually more in need of attention than what you're doing in your life right now. And until you address these disturbances, until you give your attention to these disturbances and heal your own pain, you will find yourself continuously feeling distracted from life and unable to fully engage in every moment and day of your life. But this doesn't mean you're not in the now, in the moment. All that pain may be from the past, but it's in now, in you. In this moment now, it's a part of all it is to be you. So put aside this belief system, this ideology that we should be focused in the here and now. This is wrong. It's not being focused in the here and now that is going to result in you being naturally operating fully in your life. What's going to result in that is when you give your attention to what you are being distracted into, but going deeper into that, you'll notice behind that attention, or the distress you feel about not being in the here and now, is a distress inside of you, which is an accumulation from life that needs your attention. That is part of natural meditation of the body. The body's meditation is to feel and resolve and recover from every effect of life along the way. And by you trying to override that and be focused in what you want to do in your life today, you are fighting against nature and you're not going to win. And techniques to meditate are not going to help you, not in the long run. You need to give in to the distraction, but follow the distraction back to its origin of sensations within the body of you, where you actually feel disturbed, discontent, or in pain. And you need to get in touch with the feeling of that in your body as your meditation. That's your meditation. And as you feel that, it will process, it will heal. And as that heals, and as you heal more of this pain that's accumulated inside of you, you will find yourself thinking less and thinking about fewer things, until eventually you can satisfy yourself that you can be fully focused, if you like, in your thinking, in what you are doing right now. But put aside this criticism of yourself, this undermining of yourself that says, oh, what's wrong with me? I can't be in the here and now. And realize that you are never anywhere else. It's the only place you can be. Okay, that seems to be the end of the questions for today. So thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you next time, hopefully. Bye.